just, yeah, you don't, it doesn't make any sense. It's kind of crazy.
And that's because...
Yeah.
In Hollywood, they have a different language that they speak. It's used by all the workers who went to school for just 1 week. It's found inside Variety, a magazine they use. And no one understands it when they read the movie news. Like, Sphinx pick, but the flick needs Sphinx means someone made a movie that bombed. The peeps in charge are now at large, means everyone involved is gone. The plot conflicts, no beautiful chicks, so it's coming out on video soon. They're taking their licks, cause the critics say nix, and the editors are gonna try to save it in the mix.
But the stock sees green on page 13 means Disney's up a nickel a share. Stallone cuts deal for major reel means Rocky #6, so beware.
If you want to move, boy, you need to scoop on Hollywood town this week. You're gonna have to learn to talk that variety speak. Ba-ba-doo-ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba, ba-ba-doo-ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba.
While folks smash makes Warner cash means there's gonna be a sequel next year.
The Paramount hurts and they're losing their shirts means Schwarzenegger's doing King Lear.
Stone does next, Home Alone means getting paid an arm and a leg.
All the name packs punch, but the budget goes crunch, so they call up the accountants and they're gonna do lunch.
Well, the ratings smile up, but the story is tried. It's a movie of the week to premiere.
Universal cuts deal with a Mr. Spiel to do 100,000 movies a year. You gotta play it smart if you wanna be part of the crowd that's hip and chic. You're gonna have to learn to talk that variety speak. Normal talk makes producers walk. You might as well speak Greek. You're gonna have to learn, or the meeting will adjourn. Unless, my friends, you learn that variety speak.
That, of course, is Randy wrote that song about, you know, the very famous Hollywood magazine Variety.
Yeah, that actually came because Steven Spielberg said he wanted the Warner Brothers and the Warner sister to, they were going to make a movie. He says, I wanted to figure out how to read the Variety magazine, so let's have a song about that.
Yeah, and then, of course, what started happening was that since the show, as you guys recall, was fairly hip and kind of had a lot of Hollywood cultural references and stuff like that, they would come to you kind of almost weekly, right? And say, we need another song. And they, as they realized what kind of talent they had with respect to, what was that? Sorry, that's the donut I had for dinner. I've got me some liver mush and it just ain't agreeing with me. But they would, of course, throw a curveball at Randy every day, and it didn't matter because Randy would just knock it out of the park every time. And they decided to, they asked you to write a song basically about sort of the universe.
Yeah, well, what happens? I wrote the song with countries, wrote the stage, all this, and they said, we'll write one with the universe. So, this is what happened. This is what came out.
And by the way, it's a very sweet song, so if you guys, many of you have these CDs, so if you know it, please sing along. It's great. See, we can do this, man, all day. This is how we kill time, too.
Everybody lives on a street, in a city, or a village, or a town, what it's worth. And they're all inside a country which is part of a continent that sits upon a planet known as Earth. And the Earth is a ball full of oceans and some mountains which is out there spinning silently in space. And living on that Earth are the plants and the animals and also the entire human race. Everybody! It's a great big universe and we're all really puny. We're just tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney. It's big and black and inky and we are small and dinky. It's a big universe and we're not. And we're part of a vast interplanetary system stretching 700 billion miles long. With 9 planets and a sun, we think the Earth's the only one that has life on it, although we could be wrong. Across the interstellar voids are a billion asteroids, including meteors and Halley's Comet too. And there's over 50 moons floating out there like balloons in a panoramic trillion-mile view. And still it's all a speck amid 100 billion stars in a galaxy we call the Milky Way. It's 50,000 trillion miles from one end to the other, and still that's just a fraction of the way. Cause there's 100 billion galaxies that stretch across the sky, full of constellations, planets, moons, and stars. And still the universe extends to a place that never ends, which is maybe just inside a little jar. It's a great big universe, and we're all really puny. We're just tiny little specks about the size of Mickey Rooney. But we don't know how we got here. We all mean a lot here. It's a big universe, and it's ours.
Something that other people don't know. That was not the original song in its entirety. Actually, I had a different verse because, of course, I put in all the planets.
Yeah.
But I was out of town, and then Paul Rugg, another writer on the show, had written a little ditty about the planets, and they said, well, do something else, and that's why I put in all the meteors and all that. But there was a different ending to the song, too.
Yeah, and it was very interesting, and I kind of like it.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let it, Business Affairs, they said, you're not doing that ending. And so I think you'll understand when you hear it. But this was the original verse for the planets that you got to hear. And it's part of a vast interplanetary system with everyone revolving around the sun, with Mercury in between us, and after that comes Venus, and still the solar system's just begun. Past the Earth on towards the stars, where we find the planet Mars, which is over 50 million miles away, and orbiting in pattern are Jupiter and Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, so we say, all together, it's a great big universe, and everyone's a part of it, and no one knows just where's the end or start of it. We all live here together, it's our home forever. It's a small world after all. They wouldn't let me do it.
Issues, I don't know if any of you guys have seen for a while, just for a very short time, when Animaniacs was premiering, there was an inflatable giant sort of Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade.
Huge, on the water tower.
Sitting on the water tower, right? Which is actually pretty cool. But it was only there for a short time because the studio at the time was being run by Bob Daly and Terry Semmel, and our producer, Tom Ruger, got a maddening, crazy phone call the morning that the inflatable Yakko doll went up. Because
I believe that was a drunk Bob Daly.
It was like, you know, Bob Daly, one of the studio guys, got back from having a little drinking crew at lunch, and looked out his window, and to a guy who's had 4 or 5 martinis, he goes, what the hell is Mickey Mouse doing on my goddamn water tower? Who put Mickey Mouse on my goddamn water tower?
Get Ruger on the phone!
Get Ruger on the phone! Who? That's Mickey! No, it's Yakko. I don't care, he looks like Mickey Mouse! So, you can imagine.
So Yakko came down off the water tower.
Yeah, so Yakko came down, and we didn't get to say it's a small world after all, so.
Well, they didn't want to get that phone call the next morning from Disney.
Yeah, that's right. And then after you wrote that,
we wanted to do one which sort of, you know, we looked at, like all the people we've been visiting here today, all very unique. And
interesting. Yeah, that's the thing that's so great about these shows. I mean, we have all been to so many of them, but when we come here and we see all the time that people spend, like you. You're wearing jeans and some sandals and a white top. You spend so much time on your fascinating outfit. Excellent. It's unique. It's all about you, right? Fantastic. Like me too. Clearly, I'm Bruce Banner without the lab coat. On a hangout day. So anyway,
So I decided to do a song for the kids about how unique they were versus everything else.
Just the fact that you're very interesting, you know, just as the way you are, you're just so unique. Go ahead, keep banging your damn piano. I can handle this. I can catch up.
There are 50,000 different kinds of animals, and there are 50,000 more there used to be. There's 100 million ants, and 500 million plants, and a lot of fish down underneath the sea. There's gotta be a couple million spiders, 150 million butterflies and bees, and a bunch of different mammals like those elephants and camels, and approximately 50 billion trees. But there is only one of you that makes you special. Yes, there's down on the mug, the other things, it's true. Well, the universe is like never is in charge. Made lots of things, but only one of you.
Sorry.
A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4, 1,000 and a million and a billion or more. There's a trillion drops of water in the ocean, and a billion trillion molecules of air. There are insects here en masse, and a trillion blades of grass, and 1,000 strands in every head of hair. A lot of little grains of dirt make up this planet. A billion atoms on the head of every pin. A billion birds out can fly, a trillion stars up in the sky, and all the many different people there have been. But there is only one exactly special, yes, there is no one else exactly like you are. Because you're unique and you're specific, and you're kind of real terrific. There's no one else the same as the person you became. In fact, you kind of smell, but we like you just the same. But you're the only one of you there are. Ba-ba-doo, 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 bow.
Us today. I'm cute. Come on. Oh, you need it though. Oh my goodness. Hey, Lucy.
Hi, yeah.
Now we wrangled into this a little in no rehearsal. And the first song I had to write for Dot, the question was, what would the song be about? What would she sing about?
Oh, boy.
Hi, Dot. Hey, Dot, these people all love you.
That's so nice, thank you. Well, and accustomed as I am to public speaking and performing, I'm very pleased to be here and a little shy. I think you know that about me. So, we're going to do this thing. And I hope that you like it. I hope I can do it. I hope I can do it really good.
This is such a
I'm going to
perfect song.
separate the pages for you people.
And can I just tell you what a thrill it is to be up here with Randy and Tress? It is just a joy. These people are so gifted, and this is the first time that all of us, Maurice, Tress, Jess, Randy, and I will all be together at one convention, I think ever. I said, Maurice, hey, Greg, where are you?
I'm right here, Pinky.
Where's
right
Yes.
Norris.
Hey, Dad, Brad, what are we going to do tonight?
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world.
Oh, how fun is that?
I love that kind of shit. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Tressa McNeil, it could not be cuter, but then you hear her sing and it gets even better.
All right, good luck, everybody. Here we go.
Written for Tress.
Stand back. We don't know how big this gets.
Now, I'm cute. Yes, it's true. I really can't help it, but what can you do when you're cute? It just shows with these two darling eyes and this sweet little nose and a pretty pink dress that's adorable, yes. And when they see my dimples, then everyone says,
Oh, shoot!
Isn't she cute, cute, cute? Oh, baby, she's cute, cute, cute.
I'm the one they adore. I'm sweet and I'm cuddly and small just like Dudley, but more. It's a chore to be constantly cute and enchanting to boot, with my lips sticking out in that cute little pout. Then there's just no doubt that the guys like to shout,
She's a beaut,
let's face it, I'm cute.
cute, cute. Oh, baby, she's cute, cute, cute.
Being cute's a thing you can't hide. If you look up the word in a book, there's my picture inside. TV guide has me on the cover.
Don't you just love her?
I'm simply a goddess.
And isn't she modest?
I'm the answer to one of those questions on Trivial Pursuit. For who's the most cute?
Cute, cute. Oh, isn't she cute, cute, cute?
I'm cute and I'm sweet I'm innocent, neat, and so trusting.
If you want our opinion, this song is becoming disgusting.
I'm cute,
So what?
I never am vain.
She's becoming a pain in the...
But I'm also real nice. I'm a doll through and through.
So big whoop-de-doo.
I'm sweet and adoring.
And also real boring. That's why we're snoring at you.
Ugh. That's it! You have completely ruined my cute song! I am angry! I am furious! I am enraged!
You know, you're awfully hot when you're angry.
Hi. You're my brother. That's so inappropriate. But if you say so, really, I accept the compliment. Thank you.
After a couple of gin rickshaws.
In about 20 years.
Any port in the storm, Doc.
Am I cute when I'm angry?
You're really cute when you're angry, too.
Well, thank you.
She's cute. It's such a joy when you're a songwriter. You know, there's been many times I've worked in film or television, and someone, you craft a song, and then someone just screws it up. You almost take it personal. And I was so lucky to have, when I, Rob and Tress and Jess singing these songs to make me so great. So, very grateful for that.
Yeah, vamp a little bit more so I can find my song.
Okay, well, that song, actually, I'll tell you what the history of this song is. Tom Ruger, who was the showrunner on Animaniacs, and thinking the brain of several other shows, real brilliant guy. He came by my office one day and he said, well, we just got another season of Animaniacs, so we're going to need another Christmas episode. So he said, write a Christmas carol and make it funny. Shuts the door. I was like, do you have any ideas? So I was trying to think what would make a funny Christmas carol. So this is what
song,
what came
what
with.
page is that on our little
I
song?
believe that's 86.
Oh, it's toward the end. Okay, excuse me. Well, turn to page 86 in your hymnals.
While you do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna find myself, turn myself to page 86 in my hymnals. Shall we all gather at the river?
Rob was with the program. I guess I should do the setup too.
Oh, yeah.
We open up on the Warner Brothers lot, which is in Burbank, California, and it's completely covered in snow. So we immediately know that it's a lie. And there's the water tower that you see with the big Christmas light saying, drop presents here. We kind of dissolve inside, and it's all decorated for Christmas. And there is Dot and Yakko, and they're putting up all these Christmas decorations on the tree, and little Wacko is sitting at the table writing something. And Yakko says,
Hey, Yakko, that's me. Hey, Wacko. Sorry, it's late in the day and it's only one consonant difference. So, hey, hi, Wacko. Hey, Wacko, what are you doing?
he says, I'm writing a letter to Santa to tell him what I want for Christmas. We do kind of an over-the-shoulder shot, and we see a pony and an electric train, all these things. But it's addressed to Dear Santa, and it's spelled S-A-N-T-L-A, like Sant-la.
Yeah. And then, of course, I look at Wacko and go, what the hell's the matter with you?
What?
Jesus, God almighty, how stupid. Come here. No, come here. Wacko, no, come here.
What?
Wacko, come here. Oh! You don't spell Santa's name with an L.
He says, well, how do you spell it then? And then Yakko pulls out a great big butcher block of paper. And he sings, to spell Santa's name is easy to do. You write S-A-N-T and another A too. But Noel, Santa's name has Noel, and he won't bring you gifts if you don't learn to spell.
We now see Wacko and Dot dressed in Austrian lederhosen going up a mountain with a bucket in their hands.
Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch water from the well, but when neither one could find it, Jill stopped
cut to the bow of the Pequod from Moby Dick on the high seas.
Says Captain Ahab took his crew and his harpoon and set sail, and he called out to ships, "Have you seen the white whale?" They go, "No whale, no whale, no, we ain't seen no whale."
Saw a couple of dolphins and a big yellow tail. Now we see Yakko Wacko Don dressed like something out of a Charles Dickens carol, standing in front of an old-fashioned Christmas tree, and they are all singing the following.
If you've listened to this tune, then you probably can tell that you've heard it before. It's a song you know well, know well, know well. It's a song you know well, and we've ruined it completely, so we all say, "Oh well, oh well, oh well." Yes, we just ruined no well. Merry Christmas, and next year we'll try Jingle Bell.
Pretty much rock this Casbah. You guys know him as my little brother Wacko. So, ladies and gentlemen, the lovely, the talented, the hairy, Jess Hornell. I've been using a lot of them, so here.
I am so nervous. I'd love to start with something from Cats. No, dude, let's rock. All right. Oh, hey, wait. Okay, wait. Before I sing. Oh, thanks, Rob. Wait, is this thing? Isn't it amazing how he picks all these songs up like this Bravo Man thing? He's like making that up as he goes along. I don't remember songs I sang yesterday. It's amazing, man. It's so impressive.
Oh, Jess is a rocker.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm in a Bon Jovi tribute band in Norco, California. You guys should all come see them. No, that's not true. Actually, I'm in a band. This is true. I'm in a band called Rock Sugar. I don't know if you ever heard of this band.
Great band.
Yeah, it's a really good band. It started with this stupid idea. I thought it'd be funny if like an 80s hair metal band got stuck on a desert island for 20 years with nothing to listen to but pop records and then got rescued and thought Madonna was metal. You with me? So what we do, the band plays metal songs and I sing pop songs over the metal songs. Okay, for real. Like our biggest song, it's got like 2 million hits on YouTube. It's called Don't Stop the Sandman. It's Enter Sandman with Don't Stop Believing by Journey. How about that? So, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna sing a song from Animaniacs. You guys have heard, who likes Animaniacs in here? Yes, so do I. Oh, look at this, watch this. Rob's saying, do you need that? I'll show you why I don't need that. No, see, Rob remembers all the lyrics to his songs.
No, I don't.
I remember the lyrics on the piece of paper to my song.
Well, give them a break. They haven't sung them for 20 years.
That's true, too. But what I did is I mashed this song up. I made this Wacko's America song, but I put some metal in it. Okay?
Oh, God.
No, it's good. And we didn't get to rehearse because I just landed 15 minutes ago. Because that's the way I roll, man. All right, so Rand, you just followed me, man.
This was, they told me I want all the states in the cap. After I wrote the nation, they said, do the states and capitals. I went, all right.
You did good, by the way. It turned out really nice. You guys remember this song? How many people learned their states and capitals from this song? Add one more to the list, man. And then I got the Wacko voice. Here it is. Hello, Dust. There it is. Louisiana, Indianapolis, Indiana, and Columbus is the capital of Ohio. There's Montgomery, Alabama, Southern Helena, Montana, Denver, Colorado, and Boise, Idaho. Texas has Austin, there we go north to Massachusetts, Boston, Albany, New York, Tallahassee, Florida, Washington, D.C., Santa Fe, New Mexico, and Nashville, Tennessee. What a whole lot of love. What a whole lot of love. Dude. Keep going. Tennessee, New Jersey, Jefferson, Missouri, Richmond, Virginia, South Dakota has Pierre, Harrisburg in Pennsylvania, and Augusta's up in Maine, and here is Providence, Rhode Island, next to Dover, Delaware. Concord, New Hampshire, just look with John, to Montpelier, and she's up in Vermont. Hartford, Connecticut, so pretty in the bowl, and Kansas has to pick up, Minnesota has St. Paul. You should be all night long. And keep going. Lincoln in Nebraska, and it's Raleigh out in North Carolina, and then there's Madison, Wisconsin, and Olympia in Washington, Phoenix, Arizona, and Lansing, Michigan. Here's Honolulu, Hawaii's the joy, Jackson, Mississippi, Springfield, Illinois, South Carolina with Columbia down the way, and Annapolis, Chicago, and the Chesapeake Bay. She's a small town girl, living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. And then she went. Cheyenne is in Wyoming, and back she make it home. So we took the up to Utah where the buffalo roam, and Atlanta's down in Georgia. Yeah, hell yeah! From Kentucky home. See, I'm in Oregon, from there we join. Little Rock in Arkansas, Iowa's got to mine. Sacramento, California, Oklahoma, and the city. Charleston, West Virginia, and the mountain Carson City. That's all the capitals. They're on my taillights. All the capitals. They're on. And she's buying a stairway to. Oh yeah, mama!
Good job, buddy.
No, I'm sorry. In the future, we'll do that one. Did you want to do? Are we out of time?
Yeah, we are. It
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I'll tell you what. Yeah, that's so. Are you guys having fun? We're having fun. Thank you for bearing with us. Clearly I'm not off book, but I'm having so damn much fun. You know what? Well, maybe we've got time for one more before we do our little.
Okay.
Do you want to do the?
Because of the history.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the song. We did a show. Did you guys watched Hysteria? Sure. All right. Randy, because of his military background, of course, he's not only well versed in the obvious things that we've heard him do, but it was right up his alley, so to speak, when they suggested that he write a song about war.
Well, when that was taught, they wanted to sell the series Hysteria. I said, oh, I love history. That'd be great. And he said, well, we need a song to sell the show. You'd have to take the show over to the studio and pitch it to the head of the studio. He said, well, I want to have a song to show them. I said, okay, well, let's do a song on war.
Yeah. That'll sell action figures.
Yeah. So sometimes, but war is killing and maiming, and it wouldn't be appropriate for kids show. I said, well, I'll make it funny. So because of my track record, they let me try it. So it opens up. Here's the we call it the invasion song. That's on page. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So it opens up. Now Alexander the Great presents the history of war. Several million years ago, a prehistoric man discovered that his neighbor had a nicer piece of land. So he invaded, confiscated, that's how countries grew. And since that attack, we now look back at who's invaded who. Egypt invaded the Syrians, who invaded the Arab sheiks. Hannibal then invaded the Romans invaded the Greeks. The Saxons invaded the Anglos, and the Mongols invaded Japan. Japan invaded Manchuria, and Iraq invaded Iran. Can't we all just get along? Why do we have to fight? Why not just accept you're wrong, admit that I was right? Diplomacy and compromise are how the peace is made. When things get slack, watch your back, cause somebody's gonna invade. The Germans invaded the French. The Germans invaded the Czechs. The Germans invaded the Netherlands, and they invaded North Africa next. The Germans invaded the Balkans, and they almost invaded in Spain, along with the Soviet regions, the Poles, the Norwegians, the Belgians, the Brits, and the Danes. The French invaded the English. The English invaded the Scots. In the 1500s, the Catholic French invaded the Huguenots. The Russians invaded the Afghans, and Custer invaded the Sioux. The British invaded the Spanish Armada, the Spanish invaded Peru. Can't we learn to all be friends? thing to do. Can't we try to see it from someone else's point of view? Let's stay calm, remember Mom, and then we got it made. Let's all shake hands, respect our lands, then we're going to invade. The Spartans went after the Greeks, who invaded the city of Troy. The Muslims fought the Hindus, and the Hatfields fought the McCoys. Israelis fought the Egyptians in a war with the Arab state. Argentina invaded the Falklands, and Iraq invaded Kuwait. Cortez invaded the Aztecs. America sent one hit. Pizarro invaded the Incas, and the Dutch invaded Brazil. Napoleon invaded the Austrians, proving artillery works. He invaded the Prussians and also the Russians. The Russians invaded the Turks. Oh, come on, folks, let's all be friends. Why does it come to this? Give a chance to the olive branch and try a hug and kiss. Let's all be one big family, like those in-laws you have made. And for 2 weeks every summer, man, you know they're gonna invade.
Well then, what have you got? So this song that you're about to hear is the song Randy wrote as his audition piece. That's how good this guy is. It's like, oh, I got this in my back pocket, so if you like this, maybe you'll consider me to write some other stuff, right? And
Well, it got me on the show, so I guess I'm glad about that.
play the people the song, Randy. See how it goes.
Well, I'm so grateful to have Rob Paulson singing, because I don't know anybody who can sing the song.
Yeah, I do.
United States, Canada, Mexico, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, a Republic, Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, El Salvador, Enrique, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and Chile, Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, and Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bahamas, Jamaica, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, Guyana, Barbados, and Guam. Norway and Sweden, Iceland and Finland, Germany now and Greece, Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey and Greece, Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq and Iran. There's Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Jordan, both Yemen, Kuwait and Bahrain, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Belgium and Portugal, Brexit, Denmark and Spain. India, Pakistan, Burma, Afghanistan, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan, Cambodia, Malaysia, then Bangladesh, Asia, and China, Korea, Japan, Mongolia, Laos, Cambodia, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Sumatra, New Zealand, Borneo, and Vietnam, Indonesia, Morocco, Uganda, Angola, Zimbabwe, Djibouti, Botswana, Mozambique, Zambia, Swaziland, Gambia, Guinea, Algeria, and Ghana. Lesotho and Malawi, Togo, the Spanish Sahara is gone. Nigeria, Chad and Liberia, Egypt, Malini, Gabon, Tanzania, Somalia, Kenya and Mali, Sierra Leone and Algeria, Dahomey, Namibia, Senegal, Libya, Cameroon, Congo, Zaire, Ethiopia, Guinea-Bissau, Madagascar, Rwanda, Myanmar, Cayman, Hong Kong, Abu Dhabi, Qatar, Yugoslavia, Kuwait, Mauritania, Tanzania, Monaco, Liechtenstein, Malta, and Palestine, Fiji, Australia, Sudan.
I'm going to play the original ending to that song, which Business Affairs killed. So it went, Fiji, Sudan, and then it went, we are the world, we are the children. Why should someone write a song like this? It's pretty bewildering.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do the big
You know what? It's because I had the... Oh, that's great.
I feel like I'm
Okay.
doing Phantom of the Opera. This thing is gonna freaking fall. Yeah.
Okay. Christine!
That's all I know.
Christine! That's right.
What's that?
Can you do this?
Do what?
You're going to sing it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sing it right now. Watch this.
Christine! Stella!
Stella. Okay. All right. So Randy, again, because the thing we get all the time, and by the way, it does happen where you're doing this and somebody raises their hands. Mr. Paulson, you didn't mention Ivory Coast. Shut them. Don't you ever come in here and question my friend Randy Rogal. So Randy got sick and tired of hearing people take the piss out of the song because the fucking world changed. Hello. So Randy did what he always does, as he is a genius. He did this. So I'll see if I can get this through out of my head.
In fairness to Rob, he hasn't practiced this, so we'll see. This is all new.
Montenegro and Bosnia, Herzegovina, the Soviet Union is gone. Belarus, Georgia, Moldova, and Latvia, Kyrgyzstan, Azerbaijan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, then there's Tajikistan, also Turkmenistan too. Croatia, Armenia, then there's Slovenia, Trinidad, Tobago, Palau, Lithuania, Serbia, Kosovo, US, Samoa, the Balkans, Brunei, Macau and Crimea, then Eritrea, Ukraine and Estonia, then Macedonia, New Caledonia, Eastern Slavonia, Ivory Coast, Cape Verde, Andorra, the Solomon Islands, Dubai. Goodbye. Big deal. My friend the brain. And I'm Pinky. Listen, thank you so much.
Give it up for Rob Paulson one more time, everybody. And I just gotta add, we're gonna be here all weekend. We want to meet all you guys. We want to hang out with you. We want to sign stuff. We want to come to your house. We want to use your car. So come and see it.
I want you to sing with us.
Yeah.
Please do.
So we're going to finish up with the Animaniacs theme song.
Animaniacs, and we're zany to the max. So just sit back and relax. You're about to relax. We're Animaniacs.
Join the Warner Brothers and the Warner Sisters.
Just for fun, we run around the Warner movie lot.